Hello, I'm Emily Carter, and I'm a student at Berea College. This summer, I interned with the Education Studies Department of Berea College, developing a web application for the storage of student data. This web application will allow multiple faculty and staff members to access or alter information on a student's professional or academic progress. This project was built with Ruby on Rails, a Model View Controller, or MVC, framework. In Rails, an active record, or the model, contains the object's functionality and data. The model determines when and how an instance can be changed, as well as the necessary attributes for a valid object. An action view, the view in MVC, allows user interaction, taking user requests and displaying a result. An action controller, the controller component, processes a user request, determining whether the user is authorized to perform this action, and calls on model methods to alter the data if necessary, before returning the data to the view. The bulk of my work was to ensure that a user could only change a record state under certain circumstances. For example, I developed a feature that allowed a user to associate a score to a student. Scores not only belong to a student, but also to a version of an assessment or test, an item on that version, and the level on which the score is assigned. None of the objects related to a score should be changed, since this would make them different from the exact objects the student originally received a score on. This functionality involved model methods that check whether a score is dependent on the object instance, then rolls back or cancels the action if a score is found, preventing the user from unwittingly changing a parent object. I encountered several challenges in my work, such as understanding the controller's role. It took me a while to really understand what was happening in the controller. At first it seemed that logic that determined whether an object could be changed belonged in the controller, where the action was defined. However, this practice required that different actions define the same logic, violating Rails don't repeat yourself principle, such as in the create and update actions shown. Instead, the controller should only facilitate communication between the view and the model by conveying the view's requests and the model's results. The controller does not really change the model when the action is run. It only tells the model what changes are necessary at a given time. Another challenge I faced was understanding the Git workflow. At first, I had trouble keeping my branches up to date with the origin repository master branch. While I did pull to my local master branch, I did not realize my work branch also required that I merge master to it, as I thought this would make my branch the equivalent of the local master branch. Once I understood what merging master did and that my work would be preserved, I had to resolve several time-consuming merge conflicts. This helped me see the importance of consistently keeping local branches up to date so as to avoid having to resolve conflicts later. I have learned a lot of new skills working in this internship. I learned to work with multiple languages in a single project, including HTML, Ruby, and Bash, none of which I had previously used. I also learned to use Git to pull from a remote repository and push new work to the codebase. Working in a team programming project, I learned the importance of thorough documentation and communication so that other developers could understand my work in the future. This experience also introduced me to the Cloud9 IDE and the support the Ruby on Rails community offers, both of which allow me to continue honing my skills on Rails, even though I am not currently a part of a large project. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and have a great day.